Alright, I figure I'd make this quick video. We're gonna put some blocks that I cut out of some square tubing, and we're gonna slide it under our leaf spring for our bump stop, and I'll show you. But my engine light came back on. I cleaned that throttle body, changed the throttle position sensor thingamajig that's on the throttle body itself. So I changed it out. It ran good for about a week, and now out of the blue it still pops that code up. And I said it was PO 1516. It's not, it's P 1516. So P 1516 code is still showing, and I'm thinking it's probably maybe my gas pedal, because every now and then I can hit the gas, and then this thing, like, it's not doing it now, but if I hit the gas, it'll just start kicking up idle by itself and then dropping down, and then even when I'm driving, I can feel like somebody's pushing the gas pedal down, and I haven't even touched it. So I'm thinking I got a bad pedal, and as many miles this thing has, it's probably due for it anyway, even if it's not bad. I need to add extra grounds underneath here too. But anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. We're not going to mess with this part yet. I just wanted to let you know the engine light did come back on, if you were wondering, and so it wasn't the throttle body. I'm guessing it's got to be this pedal. And like I said, I need to run some extra ground straps to the motor. From what I hear, that's another deal you want to do. Backup camera is still working awesome. And then just push that button and shut her off. All right, let's go play around. I'll show you the blocks I built. Well, I guess I really didn't build them. I just took some square tubing. Whoop. Unlock. There we go. Let's see. These are the old bump stops off of one of a 1500 or a 3500 truck. They're still good. I'm thinking I may use these also for something. And anyway, here's the square tubing I got. This is 3x3 square tubing. I think it's 1/4 inch thick wall. That would be plenty strong enough. And I'll kind of show you what I'm planning on doing. Let's get down here. Let's get down in here. Let's get down and dirty. Get down and dirty. Where are we? Gotta make the old man noises. Eventually, I want to get the super springs, or the, what do they call it? Not Timken. Keep saying Timken. That Timken's freaking bearing. What am I trying to think of? Timber bushings. I think they're called timber bushings. I can't remember. Anyway, super springs or whatever. It replaces your bump stop. So when you get a new bump stop, it'll be heavier duty, and it will already be touching, or damn near touching. That way, if you put a load, it's automatic. But you can see up here on our overloads, can't really get up in there. Can you guys see? You can see the overloads are already maxed out. They're already touching. So my plan is, I measured from here to here, and that's 2.5. So I was like, hell yeah, let's get some 3-inch square tubing, put it underneath there. That way it will already be touching. So my theory is that way it won't be running on the overloads. It'll be running more on the bushings. These will probably end up breaking if I run too big a load. But like I said, this is kind of a temporary deal. I'm just going to weld these in. They'll be welded in here like this, but I'll just put like a little bead here and a little bead there. Enough where I can get my grinder in, cut it off with a zip wheel. So, let's try it out. We'll probably need to take some measurements, because like I said, you can see up there, We are maxed out on the overload right now. We're touching. I mean, that's how heavy. Oh, get out from underneath there. That is how heavy this bed is. She's already maxed out. So like I said, we got a 2.5 inch distance from the bump stop to the plate. Now we got a 3-inch square tubing. Put that 3-inch square tubing, we're going to raise it up a 1/2 inch. That 1/2 inch should take us off the overloads. And like I said, we're not going to be maxed out anymore. I don't plan on hauling a lot of heavy stuff in it anyway. This is just a temporary job. Keep it from maxing out and riding on the overloads the whole time. Did I show you guys this yet? Have you seen this? It's all wired up now. I think I have. Got the 7-way in. The lights all work. I did not go through and change out these wires yet. Another day. This, like I said, the weather has just been, it's been raining all the time. So trying to get this stuff done has been a real difficult. So what we need to do is we need to probably put a jack right here and jack up. What we're doing is we're going to jack the bed up, and we're not going to jack up the suspension, just the bed. Get that up a little higher so we can get them blocks in, and then we'll set it back down, see how it sits, and probably drag out the welder. Spit it out. Drag out the welder and put a bead there and a bead there, here a bead, everywhere bead. You know, old welding had a farm. I don't know what I'm saying. E-I-E-I-O. All right. Here, Mr. Trump, open my door for me. Oh, here, I guess I got to do everything around here. Get in there. Alrighty. Well, we got a mess in here still. Damn, I still got to get these on too. My what do you call those? Window vents. Take a measurement. Looks like we're at 5 3/4. Now let me get a jack so we can jack off. Hopefully the jack doesn't already max out. All right, that's maxed out, so I'll see if I can get that block. Let's see. Well, you guys can just come with me. Yeah. Ugh. You gotta make them old man noises. Oh yeah. Yeah, we're up plenty high enough. So what I'm gonna do, as you can see where it's been, the factory splices or where they connect it. We're going to put that at the bottom. Just like so. And crawl over there. Do the same thing. Put that right there. I'm not going to weld this yet. I'm just going to stick them in place and drop her down to Chinatown. Yeah. Ugh. Oh. Yeah. Release. Release the Krakens. Down she goes. Where she stops, we don't even know. All right, let me get a tape measure. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Looks like we're about at 6 1/8 now. Not bad. Of course, you know, we did raise it up, so once you drive it, it should settle even a little bit, about probably ½ inch or so. All right, let's see if it's sitting on the overloads. Excuse me. Girl, back underneath here. Yeah, we're still on the overloads. Huh. Will that thing always be on their overloads? Now we're lifting in, if we're lifting the frame, that should be off the overloads, but it's still on it. Well, they've been riding on there a long time. That rubber is pretty much gone. This is just temporary until I get the actual replacement bump stops. They're pretty pricey. They're about $300-400. But like I said, they're cheaper than airbags, and you don't have to worry about them. I mean, and they're lifetime. But this will work for now. Like I said, I wouldn't do this if you're going to be overloading your truck. I don't plan on doing a bunch of real heavy loads. But I want to kind of take some of this weight off the suspension a little bit. So this should help a little bit. So I think my next plan, since we're already doing that, is I'll just show you. Can't remember if I showed you guys already or not. So I have the other bump stops that came off of another vehicle. And you can see they're just the little round ones. Uh-oh, did I loose the nuts? I don't know. I may have to get my own bolts. Anyway, I had some metric bolts that fit in there. I think 3/8 will work, or 5/16. Anyway, that's just my other plan. To try to help with this thing sitting, you can see metal to metal. There's no rubber, and you can see how it's eating into the metal from all this weight. This will go right in there, and we'll bolt it to the bed. So when this sits down, it will actually compress about 1 inch or so. So it's still going to sit on here, but not. This will take a lot of the weight off. And the same thing, I don't know how long these will last. They'll probably end up breaking. You can see just that little bit I used them. They're already, outside's already peeling. They're kind of dry rotted. But I just want to see if this is going to work good. And then we can also get brand new bump stops for this. So let's, I guess, jack up this bed and let's bolt these ends while we're at it. If you know what I'm trying to tell you. You know what I'm trying to tell you, man? Shut that door. Safety first. Look at that. That works awesome. I got one for the other side, but I think we're good with just the one. Now we can see where I just welded the nut in here, or the bolt, and just got a cotter pin that sits in here. Now you can see how that's been riding in there, eating into that metal, because like I said, it's metal to metal. So now we'll take this bad boy, we're going to bolt that right in there like that. So that'll get bolted in like that, and then when it drops down, it will land right there. Got a nice good platform. Like I said, you can see how it will collapse about 1 inch. That way you kind of take some of that weight off. Yeah, you can see how that bump stop is, or the overload, it's still sitting on that overload. That's a heavy ass bed, that's for sure. You can see how that sits in there. It works out good. That's about right. We'll get her welded in and we'll call her good. It is going to stiffen the suspension a little bit. It's probably going to ride a little rougher, but like I said, it's just going to be temporary. Just temporary. I just ain't got the $400 for the super springs or whatever they're called. Eventually I will. I like to get airbags, but I don't want to have to dick with airbags. I don't want to have to keep worrying if they're going to lose air or not. All right, I'm rambling on. I got to go find a drill bit and drill some holes. All right, got the old drill bit out. So you can see where the bed has been riding. If you look up here, see the indentions right there. So we got to figure out where to put this. I'm thinking about like that, about a 1/2 inch gap or so. And we can get our old tape measure out. We can measure from here to the hole. And it looks like we're about 2.5 inches. So now we can go up here. See right there? And then we'll move right here and we'll do 2.5 inches. So this ought to be fun trying to drill this. Upside down. And all my drill bits are dull. All right, got me a Sharpie, got me a hammer, and I like to use a tap because these things are sharper than crap, and this is what I use for my center punch. I'll show you. All right, 2.5. That's going to be the center. Okay. Got all that dirt right in my head. Woo! This is thick. I'm gonna go to my next size. I hate dull drill bits. tell you something. That's some thick metal. I forgot to tell you, I put a 5/16 bolt in there because the hole was about 5/16, and a lock washer and lock nut. Be tight enough. There's one done. That should be good, I hope. What do you guys think? I think it ought to work. I hope. And I guess we can let her down and alrighty. She's coming down the mountain. Here she comes around the mountain. Nice and slow. Come on, baby. Let me get up there closer. Oh, baby. Oh, baby, that's perfect. Look at that. Like I said, it's still going to be hitting, still going to be metal to metal, but that'll help with a lot of the weight. And it keeps it from slamming down. I also have some weather stripping, old weather stripping. We may, I don't know how well it'll work, but we may run it down along the frame too. All right, let's go do the other side. Heck yeah, I'm liking it. I'm loving it. I need some more of it. Oh yeah, I also made it where we can get the pin out right there. So I'm gonna take our safety rail off right now. That way we don't have to crawl underneath it. It will automatically adjust. How cool is that? That works freaking awesome. All right, let's get the other side done. I'm about to run out of daylight. We've been busy today. Tomorrow is Mother's Day. So if you're still talking to your mother, you better give her a call. So it looks like we can do 2.5 again. I'm gonna see if I can sharpen this up. I need to get a new, oh, whatchamacallit, grinding wheel. Excuse me. All right. Let's see if we can straighten this up a little bit. I'm pretty good at getting these good again, but like I said, this wheel's pretty shot and it's old and wobbly. If you had a good grinder wheel, you can actually take this, and you can see your edge right there. You'll put that on your wheel. It's hard to see. Need some light up in here. You'll put it in there like this, a little bit of an angle, and just lift up. Don't turn it, twist it, just keep it like that. Lift up, flip it over. You can see your other edge. Do the same thing. Start at a little bit of an angle, and then just raise up, raise up. Just keep doing it like that. And what you're doing is you're taking that back edge off. You can see. Like I said, my wheel is kind of crappy, but this ought to be good enough. We'd only got that one hole to do. Let's see if she'll drill now. I really need to get a new wheel. Actually, I need to get a new grinder. Hell, that thing is older, and I don't know, hell, that was given to me. And it was 30, 40 years old when I got it. So I think we got our money's worth out of it anyway. That's what I'm trying to get at. All right. Hopefully you guys can see. Well, yeah. That was what the doctor ordered. We got her drilled through. All right. Next. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. I like it. Sweet. That makes me feel a little better. Alrighty. We'll let her drop down real quick, and hey, at least it's not going to slam down now. So hopefully this will help out. Let me get all my crap out of the way. We'll drop the bed down. Oh man, the little truck just feels like it's sitting better. Spit it. Spit it out, dude. Sweet. All right, guys. That's about all I got to do today. I still got to weld the pieces on there, but you get the point. Still haven't wired up the amplifier. It's gonna wire it up the other day, and when you know it, guess what? Yep, raining. Damn it. Grass is growing like crazy. I've been wanting to spray around all my rigs with weed killer, and I haven't been able to get caught up. Now I'm gonna have to break out the actual weed eater and actually weed eat. Damn it. All this junk out here. I mean, treasure. All this treasure out here. All right, guys. Remember, tomorrow... Oh, no, I guess when this is posted, today is Mother's Day. So, call your mama. Tell her thanks for, you know, being a mom, and, you know, thank your dad for, you know, that back rub that started it all. Anyway, happy Mother's Day, everybody. Peace out. Signing off. Yeah. We got to get that charger out. Look at all the kids getting to be a catch-all. I don't like taking her out in the rain.